All right. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Take 3 podcast. My name is Maddie.
I'm Meredith.
And today we have a very special guest with us. We have our friend Katie.
Hi,
Katie
everybody.
is here. She is
Hello to
awesome.
the millions and millions of listeners of the Take
Just
3.
massive following. Katie, do you want to say who you are, what you're doing, where you're living, all that fun stuff?
Yeah, so I'm Katie. I'm currently a high school history teacher at High Brighton High School, and I'm living in Deep Gap, so I'm making the nice 45-minute commute to Lenore for work every day. And yeah, I went to school with Maddie and Meredith. We all met through RUF.
So fun.
I was about to say Roll Nears, but yeah, that's true. Roll Nears.
Yeah, Roll Nears.
Yeah. And I actually met Maddie really late in the game, sadly. Basically, a couple weeks before Suko, I feel like we took that walk, right?
Freaking travesty. Yeah, I think you're right. And we got coffee maybe one other time, and I was like, what the heck? Where have you been all my life? That kind of reaction. But
yeah, Meredith and I have our weekly movie nights sometimes. Sometimes we miss a couple weeks, but that's all right.
Meredith said you finished all of the Hunger Games?
Yes.
Incredible. And have you been keeping up with the Sunrise and the Reaping casting? Because I've been losing my mind.
And I still haven't read the book.
Katie.
She's about 8 of the new ones. You can't spoil it for her.
But
Katie,
I have bought them both. So they're coming from Amazon as we speak. Yeah. I just have not received them and started reading them yet.
Okay. Katie is a busy girl too. She's working, but she's also planning her wedding right now.
That whole thing.
Yeah. How far away? How many away from
18
the
days.
wedding? Holy crap. I didn't realize it was only 18 days.
18 days.
Oh, she's going to look so beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Thanks.
Oh,
yeah,
that's so
y'all could have been there, but...
Listen, guys, me and Meredith are busy, and I actually could cry about it.
I have cried about it.
I have actually. I think I have too. Actually.
I went home and I pleaded my parents. I was like, "Can we please leave for vacation one day later?" And they're like, "No, we're not doing that." I think I started crying. I was like, "Please."
We're gonna have to FaceTime y'all in or something, because Maddie, you're the reason why Joe and I met, and Meredith, you've been a part of us from the beginning. So y'all gotta be there somehow.
Joe, he followed me on Strava the other day, and I was like, a celebrity is here.
Y'all, he does not stop talking about Strava. He's like, Katie, guess what Ari did today? Katie, guess what Maddie did today? Katie, Meredith, he called me today to tell me that Mare followed him on Strava. So...
I love Joe. Oh my gosh. Well, honestly, I feel like this is a good segue. We can just hop into the episode. So Katie is getting married. We're so
marriage
thrilled for her.
experts here.
Marriage expert. Meredith and I are not getting married.
Nope.
But we're living vicariously because today we are going to be talking about movie men that we would marry. This is different than celebrity crushes. This is different than fictional character crush. Guys, we're talking marriage material. Katie's about to get married, so she's going to have to approve every single one we say. I'm kidding. Oh, yeah. But maybe we're going to have to approve each other's. So we switched it up a little bit. We're not doing the 5 and 10. We're doing 3 honorable mentions at the start. Usual routine, just kind of name them off, discuss a little bit, and then we're doing 7 men that we would marry. And so, man, oh man, guys, today we're kind of just talking about celebrity crushes, one of my favorite topics to discuss. So, yeah, that is what's going down, and it's going to be such fun. Okay. How was it making your lists, guys? Do you guys feel confident in them? Katie.
Maddie, first of all, you're a little quiet.
What?
So,
what the buns? Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, good. What on earth?
Just hold your mic or move your mic closer to you.
What the buns? Way to keep it PG. Way to
Thanks,
keep it family friendly up
Is it better now?
A little bit.
A little bit? What on earth? Am I connected to this? Or
maybe it's just me.
Hello?
Oh, much better.
Much better?
Much better.
Is that a lava
Well. No, it's in my microphone.
I was like, why is she holding
and I keep it in a tissue box. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can watch my volume levels too on here, so I'll keep an eye on that. Anyway, guys, what's an episode without a couple technical difficulties?
Oh,
wouldn't be one.
We've had 18 minutes of them, thanks to me.
A multitude. Okay. Okay, anyway, back to it of, guys, how do we feel about our lists? Do we feel confident? Katie feels fear.
Yo, it was so hard. I started last night and finished like this afternoon because we're so blessed as heterosexual women to have so many options when it comes
Yeah.
to
Literally.
characters.
Yeah.
Like, they set our standards so high. I mean, it was tons of fun, though. It was tons of fun. And
Yeah.
I have one of my honorable mentions is kind of a hear me out, but we'll get there. But
okay.
I love hear me outs.
Oh my gosh, we have a plethora, to say the least.
I almost put a hear me out on mine, but I didn't. He got outvoted.
I have one that, no, it's not a hear me out. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. It was harder for me because I had to think like marriage, which obviously I've never done before. So it was like, oh, wait a minute. So I couldn't just be like, oh, hot, but I had to be like, oh, your character and who you are. And do I think that we would actually be able to be married? Do you think we'd get along?
Meredith, I felt that, Meredith, when you said you felt like you were breaking up with your men that you removed.
Yes.
I felt that too. I was like, oh, but you're so. I'd be a terrible bachelorette, because if these were all of the bachelors, I would just give them all roses every week. I don't know how these women do it. And then you could have totally one for animated and non-animated.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah,
should have done a whole list of just.
Honestly,
here's my top 7 of real men. Here's my top 7 animated men.
We have to get an episode where Mare and I just take a week off, and Josh just has like boys on here, because we keep doing such like girl. Whenever Josh is gone, we're like Hunger Games, girl things. 13 going 30.
Going on 30 was so good. I love that. Oh my god,
it was so good. Fun. I loved it. It was such a good movie. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like guests should start first. Katie, do you want to just give us your 3 honorable mentions, just speed style?
Of course. Well, let me start with my hear me out. Let's just start out strong. Bambi's dad, the prince of the forest.
Okay.
Let me explain. So, to explain this, I would like to show you the depth of passion that I have for him. He was this close to making it as on this top 7.
Does Joe know about this?
Joe knows that this is why I'm attracted to him. Is because he reminds me.
Oh my god.
We've had this conversation before. He knows what he's getting into. Rest assured, everybody, my fiance knows. He's fully aware of what he's getting into in marrying me. Okay, I should have had this pulled up, but
I just had to mute myself because I like had a coughing fit. For that. That was awesome.
Bless you.
Thank you, Mare.
Okay, here it is. Okay, so my life group and I did a Galentine's thing where we did like a hear me out cake, and we had to send the person who was organizing it like our hear me out and our reason. So first of all, need I say more? Come on.
Yeah.
And this is my explanation.
For our audio listeners, she is scrolling and
Oh my god!
Oh my god! It's still
That's
going.
A book, Katie.
That is a novel, Katie.
She's gonna write a short novella.
MLA format. Good night.
First of all, yeah, English major.
In this essay,
he is so hot, and they draw the animals with certain proportions, and they do it. I'm not gonna be apologetic for it, but okay. No. First of all, like chest, hello, broad,
huge
love
chest.
It.
They do it on purpose.
The antlers, like, what does that communicate
Incredible.
if not strength?
Yeah,
also,
true.
When they had to escape the field, he was like, he bounded back for Bambi when he couldn't find his mom, and he was right there with his little boy, like ready to take him. Father material, husband material, all the way. True.
Hear
me out.
Okay. You know what? I respect it.
My next one, which I probably doesn't really need a whole lot of explanation, but it's Prince Caspian, played by Disney.
I considered him. I considered that.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Amazing.
We love a good maturity character arc.
Oh, I love it.
And then finally, Jacob from Twilight.
I was wondering if any Twilight character was going to make it on here. Bella.
Edward is not. Nowhere is Edward to be found. But
where the hell have you been, Loca?
Puts that in his house.
Are we talking long hair or short hair, Jacob? Which one here?
We're talking short hair, rain scene, Jacob. Walking out there, going to turn into a wolf.
This is starting off better than I could have ever dreamed. I love it.
Maddie, we have to watch that. We have to watch New Moon together because Meredith and I did. Like, we all three need to, and like whoever else.
Yeah.
Because Meredith and I were like,
every time he'd be on screen, we were like, one of us would grab the other, and be like,
oh
oh my gosh.
Takeover Twilight. Wow, we are starting out freaking strong. Honorable mentions, y'all. Oh my gosh. Katie, I'm so proud. This is awesome. Wow.
This is going to be fantastic.
This is. Meredith, who are you honorably mentioning? R.I.P.
Right.
They did not get the rose.
This was one of the ones that felt like even felt like a breakup, putting them on my honorable mention. This is in no particular order.
Okay.
Dimitri from Anastasia.
I had him! And I took him off! And I broke up with him! But I had him! I love you for that!
Yeah, I really was going to put him in my top 7, but he just missed it. And I was like,
And he was a criminal.
Me.
Yeah.
And he was a criminal, and there's like
Husband.
a little bit of immaturity. Yeah. I'm thinking husband material. This is one of the ones that I was like, is he hot or do I want to marry him?
That's, the true balance as a woman.
Both, but would it be a healthy marriage? And then my next one is Alex from Love Rosie.
Oh, I knew that he was going to make it on in some way.
And I love him. And there, honestly, a little bit of immaturity there.
Yeah.
But like, that's a coming of age story. So like by the end, he's like faux show marriage material.
Faux show. Okay.
Faux show. And then number 3 is another Alex, but from Safe Haven.
I've never seen that.
It's Josh Duhamel, but he's got 2 kids, and he's just like he's such a good father. He lost his wife, but then like the way he loves the main character is just so sweet, and like vows like he's like after he figures out her past. Have you seen Safe Haven, Maddie?
I have not. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna spoil too much.
Yes.
Because you need to watch it. He is so attractive.
I know.
But like once he finds out her past, because her past is kind of, he's like, well, I'm gonna protect you. All this. He's like, I want you to stay with me. And he's like, it's so good.
I need to watch this. I'm gonna cry like a baby. Wonderful. Okay, perfect.
It's so good.
Wow. Okay. Excellent.
Meredith, all right, ladies. So good. I totally forgot about Alex. Oh,
that's amazing. Okay, here are my honorable mentions. Starting off, similar train as Mare, Dimitri from Anastasia. Yeah, he's just
off. Had a perfect 3.
We could have.
And I replaced him with Prince.
It's okay, Katie. It's your list.
Hey,
Katie.
It's your list. Man, you're the only one getting married out of the 3 of us. So I think you've made good choices.
Maybe Dimitri shouldn't be.
Maybe we're seeing a common theme. Actually, maybe a common theme will be revealed this evening.
Bambi's dad, ladies. That is where it's at.
Oh man. Okay, next is Kristoff from Frozen.
Yes.
Unexpected, but when I was thinking husband material, brother. Okay, get over here, Iceman. Oh yeah. And then the last one is Andrew from The Proposal.
No.
I think a writer, ambition, funny, a creative, Ryan Reynolds. All right. Okay. Yeah. So those are my honorable mentions for this evening. Okay.
Fun fact, that is actually the only role, I think, or at least it comes to mind, where I actually found Ryan Gosling, mixed in there, but Ryan Gosling attractive. Because for some reason, I think he has you know how guys are obsessed with him, like even straight guys, they're like, oh yeah man, like Ryan Reynolds, whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's because he kind of has a little bit of a feminine face. Like, I think
that's fair. He's especially now.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't think he's attractive now. Oh yeah.
In The Proposal.
Oh
man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, propose to me. Who said that? Anyway. Okay, guys. Are we ready to begin handing out our roses? Oh wait, no, but the winner would be the final rose. But you can give out some other ones.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be I'm done with this metaphor. Let's start naming our list.
It's been a long day. We'll start out. We'll each do number 7, and then we'll do. You know how it goes.
Yeah, you know the drill.
Yes, I'm a big fan, ladies. I listen to it every week. The only one I stopped at was the Hunger Games one, because you mentioned something like you said a name like Lola or something like that, and I was like, I don't know who that is. I need to stop listening. But anyway,
yeah, lots of spoilers in that one. That was a good call. Yeah.
So my number 7 is Romeo, played by Leonardo DiCaprio in Romeo and Juliet.
Plus Juliet. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
I've only watched half of that movie.
The quality of the movie highly debatable. However, what Leonardo DiCaprio does for Romeo is he takes Romeo from a weepy, like, love-struck little 14-year-old
little boy
thing, and he really turns him into, like, someone who is actually truly devoted to Juliet, and I don't know, I think he did a really great job, and that is honestly the only, except for the 1960s one. Do you know what I'm talking about? The 1960s Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
The one that was super controversial because, like, of that one scene. But I think that, and then, I mean, he's just so hot.
And
with the open shirt and the cigarette, like,
ooh,
anyway.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah,
okay,
he's
I like
number
that.
7 for me.
Okay, new interpretation of Romeo and Juliet. I like that. That's cool. All right,
I was
Miss
not
Mayor.
expecting that one. I like it. My number 7 is Logan from The Lucky One.
With Cowboy. No, Bull Rider.
No, that's
that's
The Longest Ride.
What am I thinking?
That's what I was thinking.
That's The Longest Ride. This is The Lucky One. It's just also Nicholas Sparks, though.
Okay.
So this is Marine Man Zac Efron, who is
not one.
You've told me about this, actually. You've told me you've recommended this to me.
Is that the one with like the letter or the postcard or something, or like the?
He's got a picture of her.
Picture
because he was in the same unit as her brother who died in combat. And so he like finds the picture.
Oh, he's the lucky one.
And he's the yep.
Man.
And then so he goes to find her because I think he kept that picture, and like he was convinced it kept him safe, so he went to go like because he found it after her brother had like died, but he didn't know it at the time.
Yeah.
And then found the picture just like out wherever, and then he went and found her. They fell in love.
Wow.
But she has a little boy, and he just like he loves her and her little boy, regardless of that she has a child from another man. And then he plays piano and like plays music with her son, and he just takes care of her, and he's manly and he's hot, and I love it.
I was waiting for it.
This is Zac Efron. This is his most attractive role to me.
Zac
He
Efron.
looks the best, and y'all know I love Zac Efron.
What about Troy Bolton?
He's a little teenager for me in that right now. I've aged, you know.
She's grown.
Just when you think you've watched every Nicholas Sparks movie out there, there's like one that someone will mention, and you're like, dang.
I think I have.
Oh, Mayor, he's very your type in this movie. He's very your type in this movie. Zephron. Just for reference, Katie, that's what he looks like. Man, oh man, can't you tell with this beautiful oversaturated face right now? What on earth?
There's an outdoor shower scene, and that's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay, well, I'm going to create a very big switch up to that statement because my number 7 is Rodney Copperbottom.
I considered it. Oh my gosh, I love Rodney.
Rodney Copperbottom. Guys, he's a boy with a dream in the city. Come on now. He's got a dream. He helps people. Guys, he is a hot robot, and I think that's okay.
And it's Ewan McGregor.
I just saw Katie's reaction. This is awesome. I'm sweating. Oh my god. Hey, and there we go. Yeah, so Rodney Copperbottom, Ewan McGregor, he's just a guy with he's a guy with a dream. He's ambitious, but you're gonna see ambition is a big thing for me throughout this list. That is a very consistent theme. He follows his dream. He goes off the beaten path and does his thing, and he's funny and just kind of like he's just there. Like things are just happening to him, and he's like just taking it in stride. Like he meets Fender, and he's like, "All right, I guess that's what I'm doing now." He's just funny, and he's like good at his job, and he works real hard. And I would marry
Big
him.
Bottom. Big Bottom. That's a wonderful name. Where'd your friend go? He's been rear-ended.
Also, that movie's just great. Also, that big anime eyes.
Give me big anime eyes.
The like Britney Spears song. That's whenever I think of that.
Oh my
movie,
gosh.
I think what's the red robot's name? Help me out, ladies.
Fender.
Okay, so that is Fender. Okay.
Fender von Fender.
He like shakes his little hips when he's
yes.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. I think
It's a great
so
movie.
underrated. Yeah.
It is.
So,
It's so
tragically underrated. Like,
Yeah.
criminally.
For real.
Yeah.
One of my favorite
All right.
animated movies.
Oh, it's so good. But that's all right. Put a ring on it.
I don't blame
Rodney
you. I
Copperbottom.
don't blame you.
Maddie Copperbottom has a ring to it. Anyway. Next. Number 6, Katie.
Oh gosh. Okay. Whew. Awesome. Yes, number 6.
Amazing.
Will Turner.
Yes.
Oh.
I had him on my list and I had to break up with him.
Oh,
I'm
tragedy.
glad you did, because he's all mine. I love Will Turner. I just rewatched The Black Pearl the other day for like the first time in forever. So Maddie, you know how you said like ambition's a big thing for you?
Oh yeah.
Like protection is a big thing for me. Like I think that's the common theme. Like a man who's like protecting his woman, and like that scene right after Elizabeth has just been taken, and he barges in to the office, which like what is a blacksmith doing in the governor and commodore's office? Who knows how he got there? But like he barges in there and is like, they've taken her, they've taken Elizabeth. Like that's not good enough. We have to go get her. And then he goes and gets her. Like, golly.
Oh.
Also,
hot.
Oh my god!
So hot.
What? I mean, like
amazing.
And man can fight with a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Katy Perry, lucky woman. Daggum.
Literally.
The wrong Katie.
She's annoying too.
The wrong
Katie.
Yeah.
So true. So true.
No,
that is a great one.
Oh my gosh, he's everything. I mean, full package, up, down, right, left, top to bottom. Yeah,
amazing.
Great.
I'm excited to see all of our kind of like consistent themes throughout. I think that's going to be fun to see. Mercy.
Yeah.
Mercy's buzz cut. Anyway.
Yeah. Buzz cut and biceps.
Ooh, what a combo. Man, oh man. All right, Mare.
All right. This
number
comes
6.
as a surprise to no one. My number 6 is Flynn Rider.
There he is. I was wondering where he'd fall in the lineup.
Exactly. I was wondering if he would like make the top 3 or what he was going to do.
He was up there, and then he slowly got pushed down, only because he does like need a character arc. Which I mean, like these are all movie men. There's always some character development. But Flynn, like he's a criminal, and like it takes him until the very end to like.
You were minor tree?
Kind of admit to himself that like actually thievery is not the way I want to go. Like I don't want to do that with my life, and I want to change. And I don't know. Like it took. This is my favorite Disney movie. This is not my top favorite movies of all time. But it's almost like it took him meeting Rapunzel to realize what he wanted out of life, which is fine. But we don't always.
Sometimes that happens. Yeah.
We want some self-reflection without.
Yeah.
At least I do. Like, you need to fix yourself a little bit before you marry somebody. So that was fine. But
you guys can go to couples therapy.
He's sarcastic. Love the sarcasm. Love the banter. The smolder. The manliness. The protection of Rapunzel. It's
Yeah.
He's got it all.
Heavy on that. He does. He truly does. Man, oh man.
And he sings.
And he sings.
He says he doesn't, but he does.
Mare, who would you pick to play him in the live action remake? Does someone come to mind?
No, because no one can play him.
That's what I'm saying. They made him too
impossible,
hot.
man.
They totally set themselves up for failure.
They were 100% dead. They're not going to get his nose right.
No.
I mean,
that's not going to happen.
Witty?
Guys, what can I say? I studied English in college. Anyway.
I mean, you put a room of women together who designed the hottest man. How are you going to cast somebody for that?
They're going to cook in there.
Yeah, they're going to cook, and then how are you going to cast somebody for that if you're going to do a live action? You can't.
Yeah.
God would have to create another human being. Like, here he is.
A new one. I'd be interested to see what they're going to, like, after the flop of Snow White. I've heard rumor that they might not do many more live actions.
Well, so
please, God above.
So they were filming the Tangled one, and then they stopped filming, right?
Good. Shut it down.
I have no idea.
Shut it down.
Stopped production.
I didn't know if it was rumors or what, because the cast was never announced.
Yeah.
Which was weird.
If they were.
Yeah, I feel like Disney would hop on that sucker with how much money Tangled brought in. Be so for real.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do a logo because unless they just like losing millions and millions of dollars, which just give it to me at that point. Like I'll take it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Give to the needy.
Give me that. All right, guys. Next one. This one's a bit of not necessarily wild card, but once I put it down, I was like, wait a second.
Ooh.
Okay. Nicolas Cage from Family Man. His character in that. Yeah.
Never
Like
seen it, but I know
great
what
movie.
he
really
looks
good.
like.
Great movie. Like he's
We
kind
can
of
put it on our
like
list, Katie.
yeah, put it on a list. He's
We're
like
gonna
more
add it
kind
right
of
now.
like he's ambitious, number one, like in his career. He is ambitious, but also he really has to learn how to put family ahead of career. That's his whole arc throughout the movie. Learning what it looks like to like is it better to live life alone but on the top or with a family and maybe not as successful as you once were. And he's just like loving and funny and like as the husband, and then once he realized, well, I'm not going to spoil it for you actually, Katie, if you guys watch it, because it's fantastic.
I've seen
But
it.
he's
It's
just
so good.
a good, like he learns how to be a really good husband and a strong and like a sweet dad, like him with the little, I'm not going to say any else, Katie, because it's so good, but it's really cool. It's a really good movie, and I love his character in that.
It's on
Yeah.
the list.
That's my number 6 on the list.
Love it.
All right,
Love it.
number 5.
All right, number 5 for me. So if we were doing like favorite actors, he would be my favorite actor of all time. But
Okay.
Han Solo.
Okay. Yeah.
So this has a little bit of a nostalgic kind of moment for me because he was my first, like that I remembered, celebrity / movie crush when I was growing up. Aladdin was a close second, but Han Solo, I just thought Han Solo was so handsome.
Oh, because he is.
It's kind of like, honestly, like kind of like Flynn in a way, where it's like he lived his life very rambunctiously, not settled down, wasn't really looking to be attached anywhere, whatever. But then he meets this girl, and then it's like, you know, he protects Leia from pretty much the moment that he met her, right? I mean, it's like in A New Hope, it's not as obvious, but in like Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, he is so protective over her. And even when he gave her this snarky, when she said like "I love you" for the first time, and he was like, "I know, a little snarky Han Solo," but other than that, I just think he's great, and he's like he can fly. He's a great pilot. He
is a good pilot.
And
he's protective.
Yes,
he's protective too. Back to that.
Yeah, and I think he's great. He might being married to Han Solo we might have a few fights, but like we'd always make up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the I think it'd be impossible. That and it'll be great. Being married to Han Solo, you couldn't not fight. That's just the nature of it.
Exactly, but you know he would protect you. And
he'd be your ride or die. Okay, I considered him, but I think I just couldn't quite get over the like I don't know, like snarkiness of it. I guess
he's arrogant.
That was just something, for me. Sure. But also, he learned, he grew.
I just love. Silly. There's this one moment in Empire Strikes Back when Leia asks, like, when they're in the city of the clouds and like they don't know that Lando has made a deal with the Empire yet, and they're sitting in the room and it's just them two, and she asks him like, "You're as good as gone after this, aren't you?" Basically, and his face just totally softens, like so confused, and he doesn't know because he's obviously has a foot. Like, I need to go pay Jabba the Hutt, but like I don't want to leave you. Yeah. I just love that raw emotion that he shows with her.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That is good. That is a good point. Okay, number 5. Meredith?
All right. My number 5 is Miles from The Holiday.
I was wondering where he would fall on the list. Yeah. The Holiday.
I had Miles and Graham on there at one point, and I was like,
I was wondering,
can I swing it and do both? Can't.
Had to break up with one.
That was hard. And then when we decided we were going to do some honorable mentions, I was like, can I add Graham back? No. But it's okay. As much as I love him, he's not really my type. Miles, on the other hand, is very goofy, silly composer, writes a freaking song for Iris, and he says, I used only the good notes? Marry me kidding? Right there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The song that he wrote is like gorgeous. Obviously, it wasn't Jack Black, but you know,
but it was Miles. It was the character.
Knew what he was doing.
That plays into
goodness. I don't know. He's just so sweet and wholesome, and is like dedicated to one woman. Because when his girlfriend in the movie Maggie cheats on him, he's like devastated because, you know, I think he thought she was the one, and then but then he meets Iris.
Surprise. Yeah.
Surprise! Good. So that is goofy, silly little musician man.
Okay.
Who is so wholesome. Yeah, love him.
I love it.
I think if I married him, we'd be happy for Too
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Okay, next one for me is Tadashi Hamada from Big Hero
I
6.
had him.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, that was one of my
yeah,
honorable mentions before.
that was a tough
I
And
breakup.
him.
in
That
my
was a
world,
tough
he
breakup.
lives. In my world, he lives when we get married. Because, again, man, oh man, he's like smart, ambitious, cares for his younger brother so much. And also, too, it's just level. I think that's something else with this that maybe like just kind of like more steady of like, yeah, like I'm a science man. I want to help people. He built Baymax to help others, like sick people, and to be so sweet. And he's just like kind and funny and hardworking. Like that's like, it's like marriage material. Like it's like, yeah, I can't really spot. Obviously, he's an animated character who dies in the first 15 minutes of the movie.
Not.
But he's
But I saw-
perfect.
I saw no flaws. Okay,
I'm so
give me
glad
that.
they didn't end up making him the bad guy, though. Like, I'm
Right?
really
Can you
glad they
imagine?
went with Callahan, because that
Yeah.
would have,
That would have
might
been
have been mad.
insane. That would have,
Yeah.
that would have been really bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially too, like how they show Hero's grief in the beginning of the movie, and then kind of tainting that with
Hero
what
would have had no motivation to become what he became
exactly
had Tadashi been the villain.
That's
villain.
so true.
I agree. Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
my
and I
number
love how he
5.
made Baymax, like, it was against Baymax's program to harm another human being. Because, you know, in this, like, which this is rooting a little bit far into, I'm a nerd, but,
Go for
like,
it.
you know, in modern day society, everything is, like, weaponized, and it's like, oh, can I sell this to the military? Like, I can make tons of money off of this. But no, it was against his programming. Like, that was not
Yeah.
the purpose of Baymax. I just love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
So
I know
sweet.
it's so sweet. Yeah, I love it.
Tadashi.
All right,
He's got his
number
own
4.
podcast, too.
It does.
Number 4 is William Wallace from Braveheart.
Yes.
Oh,
Played by an
Yeah.
attractive Mel Gibson. Yeah, I probably don't need to explain this one too much. Because I like men, so it's kind of.
Man,
It's
There's a lot of them in that movie.
Yes, there are. It's the Scottish accent. It's the like revenge
Scottish
for his love who was murdered, and it's fighting for his country and his freedom and its values. It's like basically, it's like he's so good. He's so good.
Oh, dude, I love when he does this in Braveheart. Oh, dude.
Oh yeah.
God, I love it. And for audio listeners, I just did the rock on signal with my hands.
Yep.
Boom. Anyway, fascinating stuff.
Really, yes. He was involved with the time machine, you know.
Freaking know it. Love that movie.
Oh,
I haven't seen that.
So good. And the scenery is so beautiful in that film. That's such a good movie.
I will add it to my watch list because I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? Oh no, Matt! I just spoiled the whole thing for you.
Oh, did you really?
Nah.
That's okay. Don't worry.
It's all right.
I forget
She
things
wasn't
really
listening.
easily.
She wasn't listening. It's all right.
Hot Scott.
For the most,
Just think about Hot Scott.
it's all stuff that I already knew between Pratt and Josh. That everything you said is all stuff that I already knew.
Surely you've seen this movie at Pratt's before.
No, and he's yelled at me too.
You like The Patriot?
We did
Another
watch
Mel
Patriot.
Gibson movie.
For a second, I thought it was Braveheart, and I got really confused. I was like, "Why are they in America?"
You've seen The Patriot, but not Braveheart.
Yeah.
I asked this because I love The Patriot. It's a great movie.
Oh, I love
Braveheart
The
is
Patriot.
so
Patriot
much
was fire. Okay,
Like,
and they're Scottish, and it's Mel Gibson again.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, I will add it. It's on the list. I will watch it.
Hey, Maddie
And
also can't appreciate Will Turner being on your list because you haven't seen Pirates of the Caribbean.
I wasn't gonna tell him that. I knew that I was gonna go with that. I also haven't seen that.
What?
Katie just gets off. Just leaves.
I'm like nervously rocking.
Oh, shut up!
So she was music.
I know the general plot of it, and I know that Will Turner's hot.
What?
When you said like blacksmith, I was like, right, blacksmith.
Right.
Heat that is
Not
rising through my
pirate.
face
I knew that.
at this moment. How have you not seen those movies?
I know. I just haven't sat down and committed yet because I know I'm going to be obsessed with him and it's going to be a problem. So I'm really trying to like.
Maddie, you love an obsession.
I do love an obsession. Yeah, don't worry. I'll add it to my watch list.
Maddie.
I'm just going to title this just
Girl.
Maddie Breaks Katie's Heart.
Okay, so before Braveheart, before anything,
Watch.
before Safe Haven,
Okay.
even, which, sorry,
Okay.
man, I don't know how you feel about this, but
Nah, it's all right.
Pirates of the Caribbean!
Okay. Okay. I will do that.
Now, okay,
Do
listen,
not
only
worry.
the first three, though. After the
Okay.
third one,
It gets poopy doo doo.
Amen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I love the soundtrack.
You
Soundtrack's fantastic.
probably run to the soundtrack, don't you?
Oh, constantly. It's on my epic run playlist, and it's epic.
Girl, watch those movies. Gosh.
I will. Got it. All right, Mare, quick.
All right.
Mare.
Whoa. Guys. I almost minored in Spanish. Numero cuatro.
Numero cuatro.
Is Peter Malark.
I was
Yeah.
wondering.
Good
I
one.
guess
So was
he would
I.
be number one.
I considered him for me, but I don't.
Yeah. He barely got passed up by a couple of these.
Dang.
The only reason is because, and this hurts me to say, and that's like the next one. This goes to the next one too. He's just not as manly as I would like.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's like feminine or weak, but just like he doesn't have that, like, he's masculine but he's not manly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like everybody knows that Peter Malark is perfect, unless you're Team Gale, and if you're Team Gale, get off here right now. Don't even listen to the rest of this episode.
Log off.
Josh, get off.
Josh, get out of here.
Anywho, I actually need to take notes while I'm rereading the Hunger Games. I want to write Josh an essay on why Gale sucks.
There you go.
It's fine.
Perfect.
Anyway, it's perfect. The pining, the longing, the taking care of Katniss, making sure she stays alive, protection.
Yeah.
He has. Okay, the movie's doing him dirty because I forgot how many like quick-witted lines he has. Because whenever Katniss finds him at in the Hunger Games when he's on the river, like after he's been injured, he's like, "Did you come to finish me off, sweetheart?"
Oh, fire.
It's so
fire.
good. And there's so much, he's like, "Remember, we're supposed to be madly in love, so you can kiss me anytime you want."
I know. I remember
Excellent.
the first time I watched the movie, I was waiting for that line, and it never came.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He's so precious, and I love him.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to be on it.
Yeah. Amazing. Yep. I agree with that. All right. My next one is maybe looking at my list now, I probably should have been lower on the list, but it's too late. He's my number 4. Colt Seavers, which is Ryan Gosling's character in The Fall Guy. Yeah, dude, he's so dedicated to, obviously he goofs. He goes through a character arc after his injury, and he like kind of tosses to the side. He's going through his own thing. But then the way that like, as soon as he gets asked to go on this movie that she's directing, he's like, okay, I'm going. I'm there. Like, I want to make it up to her. I want to be close to her again. He's so proud of her for directing, and he's so willing to help her and be there, and he overcomes his fears. And it's also Ryan Gosling, and it's also, he looks so really awesome in that movie, and he can fight, and he's protective, and he built himself a great career of like the stunt work and everything. Yeah, I just think it's awesome. I just think he's such a cool, fun character. And one of the things that I kind of judged this by a little bit, honestly, genuinely for me, that at a wedding, would they be willing to go out and dance the whole time? Would they be the whole time, or at least most of the time? Because they need to at least do that. And he'd be out there. He'd be a little shy maybe at first, but he'd be boogieing.
He'd be
boogieing.
Oh yeah, the Barbie dance.
He would. Hey Barbie. So that is my number 4, and I'm looking at actually him on my poster on my wall right now.
Oh man.
Hey Colt. Hey.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Anyway. I had 4 from Divergent on a calendar one time. I think I told Mary this story. That was when I first discovered I was
calendar.
Because I was very attracted to my calendar, and I was like, "Mom, I think you need to take this away from me."
I think this needs to go. That is so funny.
It's like the firefighter calendars. Take it away.
It was still
kept it on July. The Christmas tree was up, and you're like, July 3rd.
I'm like, yeah. I'm just not quite ready to publish.
That's awesome.
It's so funny, Maddie and Meredith, like, because all of the guys that you're describing, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, that's totally your type. Like, I can see that. Okay, my number 3, which I'll be surprised if he's not on your list. But Maximus Decimus Meridius from Predator. He's not?
I thought you were talking about the horse from Tangled at first. You said Maximus.
And now he's on my list.
Maximus.
Yes. Maximus from Gladiator.
This is so your list.
He should have been on my list.
Is so your list, Katie.
Now, Maddie, have you seen that movie?
Long time ago.
Okay, at least you've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it. quite some time ago with my dad.
It's worth a rewatch. Not the second one. Do not watch the second one. Pretend the second one doesn't exist. It is a crime. It is a travesty. I want Christopher Nolan's phone number just so I can yell at him. But
perfect. Okay, I will not.
First one
is Ridley Scott.
Okay.
Oh, Ridley Scott. What did I say? Christopher Nolan?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I was like, Chris wouldn't do it like that.
It would have been good.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Anybody else would have done it. It would have been better than that crap.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just love Maximus because, first of all, hello, Russell Crowe in his prime. Come on. Also, he does not cheat on his wife with the extremely beautiful, like crazy beautiful Emperor's daughter who definitely threw herself at him. He is like, he just dismisses her, doesn't even they don't even have this like tense moment or anything. You can tell that she's trying, but he's like, nah. And then extremely loyal to his wife and son, of course, and that's who he meets, in the afterlife. It's not this glory, like this glorified Colosseum with people are throwing flowers at him. No, it's in his field with his family, and that's where he's desperate to get back to. That's all he wanted. What's crazy is he never wanted to be emperor. He just wanted to go home, and I think that's perfect in a husband, right? It's like we love ambition, and he was so willing to serve his country and to fight and to go through that. But at the end of the day, he belonged home with his family, and I love him. I love him so much.
Okay,
yeah,
amazing.
He's great. That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. All right, Mare.
Definitely should have considered that.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Matt Flamehalf from 13 Going on 30.
Oh. Yep. After how you talked about him last time, I was like, yeah, he's gonna be on there.
Yeah, I love him.
Oh.
He goes out and he dances with Jenna on the dance floor.
There it is. The dance floor.
There it is. The dance. I totally agree with that, Maddie. They need to come dance with me at a wedding. Like,
we need to boogie.
You have to
don't take yourself that seriously. Yeah.
We look like idiots, but we're having a good time doing it.
Yes.
Anyway, well, he dances with her, and then he's loved her his entire life, and he built her the dream house.
Yeah, that was great.
Jenna,
and he's just like, I love a little bit of a grumpy boy. I love it because
that's true.
I'm a little bit of a grumpy girl. Sue me.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Imperative.
What? No, I've never been in a bad mood in my life.
No.
I never get angry. Anyway, so he's just lovely, and I would marry him in a heartbeat. So
amazing. All right.
And I already
my
said
number 3
I wanted Mrs. Flamehalf. So
that is, you did. My number 3, Mare. Will I be surprised if this is not on your list? Maybe a little bit, but I had to put him on there. Number 3 is Jack from While You Were Sleeping. He had to be on there. He has to be on there. Awesome. He follows his dream. He falls in love with Sandra Bullock. The leaning scene, that sold it for me. He helps her. He is sweet and helps her move the couch, and they giggle over the spilled vase. Obviously, are the complications of him falling in love with his brother's fiance, but he also fights it, and he's standing there up beside his brother at the wedding. He's this just sucks. This just is what happens. And also too, again, family. He is close to his family, despite the awkwardness with his dad and not wanting to be a part of his company anymore. And he makes cool furniture and is good at it. Ambition once again. And he's just funny and sweet. And on the honeymoon, he took her to Italy because she wanted to go to Italy. Yeah, that guy. I'd marry that guy. All right. Twist my arm. Okay.
Oh, darn.
Oh, darn it. Darn it.
Ever make it through 50 years together.
Okay, I'm
very brave
to see who your top 2 are now, Maddie. I was thinking he'd be number 1.
No.
Very interesting.
I'll say no more. All right, we're into top 2 category. I'll say no more. It was actually enough. Katie, numero dos.
Right. So for this crowd here, this one needs absolutely no explanation at all. Number 2 is Mr. Darcy.
Mr. Darcy, dear Lord, Mr. Darcy.
Yes, Mr. Darcy.
Mr. Darcy.
Oh gosh, he's something. And every time I watch the movie, there's something new about him that I notice where, wow. Yeah. The first time I watched the movie, I think we probably all had this experience, but I did not think he was that handsome. I thought he was old, and I don't know. I just I wasn't there. And then as I've matured, which I guess this is a sign of maturity, but he's so handsome. He truly is. And he has no space for Caroline's tomfoolery and her
weird
entitled little how odious you must think writing letters, Mr. Darcy. And he's like, then it's fortunate that it's fallen to my lot instead of yours. Like, I just love his little, like, comments to her. I love how he was attracted to Elizabeth, not initially by what she looked like, because she wasn't handsome enough to tempt him, somehow.
Tempt him.
Anyway.
Lord.
But, but it was when she called him out on his crap that he started, that he, like, paused and was like, dang.
Wait, this girl kind of goes crazy. This girl's kind of epic.
This is what it is. And, you know, it's not about money for him. I mean, he could have married his cousin. Awkward.
Freak.
And gotten money from that union. True. But it was, and then, I mean, most ardently, baby, most ardently. I was really secretly hoping that Joe would somehow magically whip that out in his proposal.
His vows. Do a little whisper in his ear. Be like, put it in your vows.
And then, like, you bewitched me body and soul. I mean, God, the English have a way with words.
They really do. Wow.
Mr. Darcy.
Mrs. Darcy.
No! That last scene.
Knife to heart. It's so good. It's so good. All right, Mare. Number 2.
You look embarrassed. Are you okay?
I'm not embarrassed. I'm confused because idiot me might just have to switch out number 2 at the last second because I didn't have Mr. Darcy on there originally, and I regret everything in life.
Yep.
Okay, we're switching them out last minute. I think so. Number 2 was Tate from Where the Crawdads Sing.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, because she loves that guy.
But Mr. Darcy.
I know.
Like, I would be the person who called somebody out in the crap. I would be like,
yeah, you would.
No, you suck.
You are Elizabeth Bennet, my friends. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Also fantastic news.
It's excellent
AKA
news
the best
because
news.
someone loves me most ardently.
Oh, brag about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it to Mr. Darcy because I think so I did consider him, obviously, like he did cross my mind, but for some reason I was trying to get this together so fast. I was like, but he's kind of arrogant. That's literally the whole freaking story, man. He becomes a better person, and he's just lovely.
Prejudice,
but then also pride. Yes,
he's prejudiced.
Yes. And that would be me. I would do that. I would be so prideful and prejudiced against somebody. And like, I was so wrong. I was so similar. About him. It was so similar. Yeah, Mr. Darcy's number 2.
All right. I'm going to be honest, y'all. I'm in a similar situation as Mare. I did not put him on there.
How could you have forgotten about Mr. Darcy?
No, I didn't forget. Same thing as Mare. But this is going to be hard for me to say. I'm keeping my list the same. I'm sorry, Darcy. I just don't know if he'd get out and boogie on a dance floor. I know he did the dance with Elizabeth.
So right.
I know he did. But I could not see him getting down to the wobble, and I need a guy who'll go out there and get a little, who will wobble. Who wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby.
I don't think that wobble's in Darcy's repertoire.
I don't think he might be. But honestly, the next guy that I'm literally about to say, I may be shooting myself in the foot because I don't know if he would either, but I'm sticking with it. And my next one is the captain from The Sound of Music.
He literally danced with Maria. He would do it.
But you're so right. He said, "Kurt, get out of the way."
Yes.
I'm dancing with my woman.
I'll take over from
Do allow me.
Let me in there. He sings. He is a father. He has like a cool, like strong military background. He's like strong and like he's awesome and disciplined and steady. But then he like will laugh and be silly with the kids and like tease them. Like at the very like near the end of the movie when Maria's gone, you can see how sweet and tender he is with his kids and how he's like, "You ate all the blueberries. Where did the blueberries go?" He's so funny. He's awesome. He's hilarious. And like he calls Maria captain. That's awesome. The Lindler changed my brain chemistry as an 8-year-old. I sat there and I said, "Is this what romance is?" And my mind hasn't changed since. So
what is it? What changed your mind?
The dancing scene together where they're doing like this and they're looking at each other.
Yes.
And then it pause and it's like the final little thing and they're kind of like glowy. It's probably just because of the
I don't know what kind of filter at the time. Wow. It's magic and I'm in love with him. And that's my number 2. I'm sorry, Darcy, but you're no Captain from Sound of Music.
It's true. It's true.
I can't believe I just said that.
I can't believe you've done this.
Can you put Maddie Dooley on, please? Like,
Who are you?
I don't know. I've had too many cups of coffee today. Anyway, we're on to number 1. Guys, this is serious business. This is who we have to marry.
Yes.
This is who we have to marry.
This
Katie?
is who, I don't know, he doesn't exist, so I don't know how I would do this, but he is who I would marry if I was not marrying Joe Shirley. And that is Aragorn, son of Arathorn.
There it is.
The Lord of the
Rings.
Rings.
Freaking is. Ladies and gentlemen.
He is perfection in itself. I'm speechless, which I've not been for anybody else but him.
Pretty fantastic.
Like the total, like, first of all, I mean, he's a Christ figure. You know, Tolkien wrote him as that.
Yeah.
So that's wonderful. So there's the character aspect, right? And he's you know, he's wrestling with this. My grandfather kept the ring. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, he had a chance to throw it in the fire, and you expect me to then be the king that I'm supposed to be, and then, you know, with a little help from hobbits and a wizard, he realizes who he's supposed to be, and then he does have, I will say, the thing with Eowyn, not cool. I wrestle with it every time I watch the movies. It's like, not cool, buddy. But other than that, he obviously, like, I mean, he wears Arwen's jewel always, and he tried to get her to go because, you know, he knew that was gonna, I mean, she would have eternal life and peace and hope and you know, perfection and but oh gosh, he's just perfection itself. And then Two Towers,
it's pretty great.
The door scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh mama.
Yeah. Pretty amazing.
Good with horses. Who doesn't love good with horses?
Yeah, good with animals. Yeah, and
Elvis.
practically good with children. He's good with Pippin and Mary, so he's pretty much, you can assume that he'd be good with kids.
Yes, he is. And crazy with the sword.
Yeah.
Like, controls the ghost army. Like, come on.
Yeah. He
is who I would marry if I were.
Okay.
I'd figure out a way. I don't know.
Does he get your final rose?
He does. He would get my final rose.
Wow.
Yes.
And my hand.
And actually, I would probably just do that from the beginning. Like, no one beats me. I mean, I would just tell everybody, like, hey guys, y'all are all very attractive, and I could marry any of you, but Aragorn, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you the final rose.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and
we're just gonna skip all the pain and heartache in between. Sorry, Bambi's dad. Sorry, Han Solo.
Sorry, Bambi's dad. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Aragorn. Meredith, who are you giving your final rose to?
Number 1, Loose. I gotta ask you a question. It's Jack Callahan from I Was Sleeping.
Amazing. Hey, that guy looked like he was leaning. Amazing. Loose.
Oh my goodness.
That is not who I would have guessed, but I love it.
Oh, he is my perfect man. He is manly, loves his family, he's good with his hands, he builds furniture, he built me a rocking chair. Y'all know how much I value a rocking chair when I'm old? Thank you. I want a rocking chair. I want a rocking chair on my porch, and I would die in that rocking chair, and my husband next to me in his.
Amazing.
And Jack Callahan, and he built
Jack Callahan next to you
with his own hands. And just like Maddie said, like, yes, he falls in love with her while she's supposedly engaged to his brother, but he fights it, and he's standing up there with his brother anyway on their supposed to be wedding day, and he keeps his mouth shut until Lucy's like, I'm in love with your son. Not that one.
That one.
That one.
That one. He goes,
and his smile is a little smile.
He says, my time to freaking shine.
Oh, I love him. Okay. Yeah, I'd die for that, man.
So good.
Yeah. Again, the leaning. Holy mother of
Oh,
God.
the leaning. The scene on the ice, that's honestly one of my favorite scenes. When they're slipping on the ice, it's just like so silly and goofy, and then his pants rip, and I just like laugh about it.
Yep. A man who can laugh at himself. Laugh at yourself.
He can laugh at himself.
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
I love him.
Yeah. Gosh. All right. My final rose. My final rose is wait, this is bad that I need to look at his name. It's not said a lot in the movie.
I don't know.
Lee Abbott, who is John Krasinski's character in The Quiet Place.
Oh, I've never seen The
The
Quiet Place,
dad,
but I love John
Katie.
Krasinski.
You need to.
Okay.
He is strong. He looks amazing in the movie, but he is like it's an apocalyptic situation. He provides for his family. He is the leader of the family. He has set up a system that works perfectly to survive in this apocalyptic situation. He like cares for his daughter who is deaf in the movie so well. He like protects his family. His love for his wife, Emily Blunt, his real wife.
Wait, yeah, I was about to say.
Real wife. They play husband and wife in the movie, and their relationship
them not
is
even have to act. They shouldn't have even gotten paid for that.
The relationship is amazing. It's so sweet. It's not a romance movie, obviously. It's a thriller action, but that like Mary, it was on your. I recently re-listened to our relationship one the other day, and their relationship was up there for you, and I think that he is just like a man's man. Super responsible, and I can like John did such a good job crafting the characters that I could kind of see a picture of what they're. I mean, how in the second one you get to see him like talking and being a dad and being sweet and fun and cool because that's like before the apocalypse happens, and so he's just like a man's man. He drives his truck. He's awesome and steady and great, and John Krasinski, and I'd marry that guy.
He dances with his wife.
He does. He initiates and he dances with his wife. He would boogie on the dance floor. I'm convinced. He would boogie with me, and he would look great while doing it, and it would be awesome. And I also love the song they dance to, so maybe that has a part to play. Who's to say?
Yeah,
that is who gets. So my final rose is Lee Abbott, John Krasinski. Mayor, yours is
Jack Callahan from While You Were Sleeping.
Katie,
Aragorn, son of Arathorn from The Lord of the Rings.
And I feel like that perfectly. Yep.
That is. Yeah.
That fits. I think that's hilarious for all of us how that just like lines up and fits. So
actually, it really does.
It really does, guys. We have our types, and that's just life. And I think that's beautiful. Oh my
next
gosh,
time we need to have this conversation with like wine and chocolate because. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. And fully, we can't just keep it to 10. Guys, there were so many that had to be cut out.
Oh my God.
Wow. Were there any truly heartbreaking breakups for you guys before we end? Just that you can just acknowledge.
Mufasa.
Having kicked Tate off there hurt me. Oh, Mufasa.
The difference is amazing. I love that. Mufasa, yeah, period. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Like, so good. I mean, and like I said, I feel like for the listeners, I'm not weird. They draw the animals strategically and give them.
No, they do. They do. They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Yep, I agree. I completely agree.
Dimitri. That one, that was on, so that was literally, you can see it on my list, which I did 5 honorable mentions, and then I picked them, but you can see on my list, like, right here, that I crossed out Dimitri.
Oh, yeah, there he is in his little scribbles.
And then I put, for some reason, I regret that.
Yeah,
decision.
That's all right. And that's okay. I didn't have Darcy, man.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about Hercules.
Oh, you love him. Oh. You mean Hercules. Okay.
Ooh, I like to sing some sweet music.
Girl, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, that man is also
That's
perfect.
A good one.
Yeah, he is.
Well, there are also
so
many good ones that are like old movies too. Like, because I told myself, okay, Katie, 2000s on. Because except for I think Leonardo, I think the Romeo and Juliet, I think 90s. It was the 90s. Yeah,
I think you're right. Yeah,
but other than I was like 2000s or 90s forward because I was pulling from like Casablanca, Roman Holiday, Affair to Remember, like all of these old movies, and I was like, I this is hard.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, but I think we did an excellent job, ladies. I think this is a job well done. Well done, everybody. Katie, thank you for coming today.
Thank you for
It was long past due. We'll have to have you on again. I feel like you and Josh, I feel like Mary and I will just sit in the background as you guys talk about the Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Honestly, if we were to do that episode.
I mean, yeah, it would have been, no, I would really, like, especially y'all's opinions, because, like, now that I have a really great understanding, I think I had before, but, like, a really good understanding of what your type in men is, I would love your commentary on Frodo. And what you think of him, but we'll save that.
We'll save that because I have commentary. I love it. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Amazing. Well, guys, Katie, if she's on again, probably next time she'll be wed. She'll be Katie Shirley next time, probably when you're on again.
Y'all, that's crazy.
That's awesome. I'm actually tweaking. I'm so excited for you guys. Yeah.
So, and by the way, just so y'all know, we want to have like when everything starts calming down, we want to have like a big we're just got married barbecue at our house. So
oh, are you kidding? I'll be there and I'll cry. Yes. Amazing.
That's where you can cry, Maddie. That's where I expect the tears, lady, because
the tears won't be present
on the day.
And I'll cry about it on the day just for fun, just because.
I love it.
Yep, I love it.
I'll be crying too. I'll be crying right there with you.
As you freaking
and Joe
should.
better be crying. I told
Joe.
him, you don't cry when I'm walking down the aisle. I'm turning around and we're trying again. We're not.
We're doing a take 2. We're doing a sequel. And as you should. As you should. Well, guys, thank you for listening. So are you kidding me? Of course. We're so happy to. This was some of the most fun I've ever had shooting episode. This was awesome. Yes. Yeah, this was so fun. Yeah. All right. Thank you for listening, guys. Y'all are the best, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.